So today we're going to test our most obnoxious muffler creation yet. And we're going to be testing it with an equally obnoxious bar and chain setup for such a small saw. Well, can our little G366 stand up to it? Stick around and we'll find out. So you're probably asking, what the heck do we got going on here? This is a test I want to do for quite a while, and I wanted to release this video. That way I could get your guys' opinion on exactly how this is going to work out. Now, it may not work out at all. I don't know, but leave a comment. Let me know what you think. But what we have is just a straight-walled header pipe. You can see we got about 12 inches long, so that'll leave us about 3 inches for each section. So what we have is the black section, is the full length all the way down to here. Then we'll have the blue section, which will go all the way to here to the flange. Then we'll have the white section from the flange all the way to here. And then we'll have our shortest section right here. So you guys need to leave a comment. Let me know the black section, the longest length, blue section, white section, or we'll call the shortest one the red. So we got black, blue, white, red. Let me know in the comments which section is going to have the best power overall. Peak horsepower, peak torque. Let's separate it that way. Which section is going to have the most horsepower? Which section is going to have the most torque? Will one section end up having both? Leave a comment. I really want to know what you guys think about this. And this is just, like I said, straight wall pipe all the way through. And that's why we've got a 36-inch bar and chain setup so we can utilize some actual cutting room on our G366. So as you can tell, flat out obnoxious header pipe, flat out obnoxious bar and chain for a little saw. We've done expansion chamber. Now we're going to do a straight header pipe. When I call these pipes, this is a pipe. This is an expansion chamber. Similar thing, but completely different. This one draws out extra fuel and shoves it back in the cylinder at the right time. So a straight wall header pipe should in theory just help us scavenge extra fuel out. That way the charge that's actually exploding, making our power, is not getting diluted with exhaust gases. And if we get it just right, you should actually be able to get extra power from a simple straight header pipe. So we'll get this all installed. But we went over to Grandma's today and we picked up some giant rounds from that tree we said were coming down. Didn't end up scheduling everything right with the tree service. They showed up early. We weren't ready, so we just got to pick up the pieces. We got all the pieces hauled home. I'll show you some footage of hauling the pieces home. And we're going to go out and we're actually going to cut with this setup. While I get in this setup, you guys can enjoy picking up some firewood. So we got the tractor all loaded up and we're gonna go pick up the hunks of wood and bring them back here to finish processing. But we'll get that all loaded up, bring you along for the ride. Here's the big old tree already down. So I guess we'll just get to test our new splitter. Well, we brought the loader tractor over. We'll get these all loaded up, dumped in the trailer. See if, what do you think? Looks like we probably got a couple loads here, but let me know what you guys think. That was a pretty big old tree and actually pretty solid down here at the bottom still. Just a little bit of rot. So I guess this will be a good test for our new to us log splitter. We'll get the tractor all unloaded.
Good to go. Once I get going, I don't stop. It's easier to wrestle this stuff at home.
Whoop. Not lifting. Did you get it good? Go up. There you go. Definitely a nice size load there. So we'll get this all home, dumped out, and we can test out our reclaimed splitter.
Maximum dump load 8,000 pounds. Everything out?
No, there's still two that are fighting. Here they go. Alright, you can lower it. Alright, so we got our pile of wood home. And here's our split fire that we went and picked back up. Got it running again. And we'll see what it can do with these sugar maple rounds. So the scheduling just didn't work out with the tree service getting this one down. They had their schedule, we had ours. They showed up a few days earlier than expected. So they got the tree down, chopped up, and we brought it home. But we picked up our split fire 4290 a few days ago. Got it fired back up after a long slumber. It had been 5 or 6 years since we'd seen it, loaned it out, and just got stored away. So some fresh fuel, we still need a little repair, but we'll put it to work today, get some of these pieces split up, and hopefully enjoy. Oh yeah, look at that. That is just plain obnoxious. But we'll make sure it's all tight. I did have this saw running not too long ago, so hopefully it fires up good for us. And I have a feeling this is going to be loud, but let's see. So plug your ears. It's loud. So we've got all this pipe hanging out, but we still want to get our wood cut. So we'll get our bar and chain put on. This is a 36-inch full comp 3/8. I don't even know if it has enough power to run it. I don't know what this pipe is doing to the power, but we got those big rounds that we picked up, We need to get some of those ripped. So we'll be noodling those big rounds with our little Norwal here. Alright, so this is way too much bar and chain, but sometimes we like being a little excessive. And just generally curious if this saw has the guts to pull a bar and chain like this. I don't know, maybe we'll slice up some cookies, but I need to noodle them so I can finish getting them on the splitter. Splitter just didn't have enough to get them up there, as you've seen. If you made it this far, leave a comment, let me know. You think this thing will even pull it? This pipe gonna kill it? See, so even if that's all you gotta do, you run a super long pipe like this, you just need a little bit more bar to get through. Maybe we'll make a set of 10-inch spikes for it. As our testing goes, it's going to get shorter, shorter, shorter. So we got black, blue, white, and we'll have red. Will be right here about muffler length. So like I said, leave a comment, let me know. Black, blue, white, or red. Who's going to make more power? What's going to sound the best? This is pretty darn good sounding already. Like I said, I'm actually super excited. I've always wanted to see. Now I will admit right here, right now, whatever we find from this probably isn't going to work in the real world, because who's going to run a setup like this? And any curve, bend, twist, turn is going to change the length of our pipe. Even if you compensate for it and run the length, the flow and the dynamics are going to change as it goes around there. But my thought is, if we can come close, we could try one of those pretzel mufflers and see how close it actually comes to whatever length we need. I don't know how you're going to twist up 28 millimeter ID, 1.1 ID into this space if 12 inches is our best size. So we got this all set up. And I'm going to take my happy little Norwal out to the wood pile. So follow along. Alrighty, here we have it. I'm going to get it fired up. We got a 3-foot bar. And we got some pretty good size sugar maple here. And so we're going to see just how this pipe does. I'm just going to noodle these pieces up. Just noodle a couple of these up. But I'll get it warmed up, get the tune dialed in. Let me know what you think. Black, blue, white, or red. Which length is going to make the most power? Right now we're on the black setting. And we'll get these chopped up. So really not too bad. Took a minute to get warmed up, but we'll finish this cut. Let me know what you think. Leave a comment. Honestly, way better than I even expected. This works real nice if you want to make some tabletops. Just run the cookie right beside your pipe and you'd be fine. But this is still just our 366 clone. Big carb, filter mod, and stock timing. This is only that pipe. Definitely not oil in this size bar. But overall, I'm pretty impressed. Let me know what you think and let me know. 1, 2, 3, or 4. Black, blue, white, or red. Which pipe setup's going to make the most power?